So first of all, welcome to our second annual Beck Excellence Summit. People have come from very near and from very far, and we're so glad that you're all here. My dad will be down in just a little while, I think, and he's going to give some opening remarks at the very beginning of the afternoon session after lunch. So while you're settling in, I'd just like to tell you a story about a client whom I saw recently. I'll call her Mary. Mary was in her early 70s, and she spent almost every waking hour sitting alone in a lounge chair in her living room, and she had done this for a very long time. She was, as you might guess, severely depressed, and in fact, she said she really had been depressed for her whole life. She said that sitting in this lounge chair made her feel safe, and the thought of getting out of the chair made her feel unsafe. She made lots of predictions about how terrible the day would be if she had to leave the house. Her chair was her refuge, and that's where she wanted to stay. Mary had been highly suicidal. She'd given up all hope that her life could ever get better. And she said she probably would have killed herself years ago if it weren't for her family and maybe for that chair. So I asked Mary what her mood was like when she first sat down in her chair of refuge each morning. She said she felt relief. Then I asked her what her mood was like an hour later. Did she still feel relief and protection? Actually, it was quite the opposite. Mary said that after sitting in the chair for only an hour, she felt more depressed. And after sitting in it all day, she felt utterly hopeless and was bombarded by thoughts of suicide. Here's how I conceptualized Mary's problem. She predicted that sitting in the chair would make her feel better than doing anything else. But she was wrong. Sitting in the chair hour after hour after hour actually made her feel quite worse and greatly increased her risk of suicide. So I said to Mary, "Mary, this chair doesn't sound like a place of refuge to me. It sounds like a suicide chair." With that, she sat up straight. Her face looked shocked. She said, "I think you're right. I never thought about it like that." Mary started therapy, and because she was able to see the chair in a different light, she was amenable to making plans to get out of the chair and back into life. Once she did that, her depression lifted, and she was able to enjoy life in a way that she hadn't for many years. Why am I telling you this story? To make the point that conceptualization, especially how you view a situation, is a critical element in problem solving. Recognizing that our nonprofit mission is to improve lives through excellence in CBT, how do we conceptualize what is happening in the field of CBT? We're working to understand the challenges and to create solutions to improve CBT at a local and a global level. Why? Because like all of you, we want to provide the most effective treatment for our clients. We believe that if we raise the bar for the field, all of us here in this room and CB therapists around the world will be able to deliver more effective, time and resource efficient treatment and reduce the suffering of countless more individuals. Our journey in conceptualizing the problem begins with what we all recognize as a significant practice gap between what therapists do and what research tells us they should do. Some may not have been well educated in CBT from the start. Others may suffer from therapist drift, conceptualizing clients eclectically. And there are some who haven't kept up with the research, and so practice the kind of CBT that was taught 20 years ago. We have plans to solve this problem. In June of this year, the Beck Institute Board of Directors, and several of the board are here today, so thank you for coming. In June, the Beck Institute Board gave us a mandate to create the Beck certification program for individuals which we will initiate in 2019 along with Beck accreditation for organizations. In the past 24 months alone, the Beck Institute has educated over 14,000 trainees in 112 countries. And as we celebrate our 25th anniversary, we believe we're delivering on our nonprofit mission to promote excellence in CBT, to help people recover from their conditions, function more effectively, and enjoy higher quality lives. You believe that as well, which is why you're here today. And there are others, not here this morning, who also believe in what we're doing. Literally hundreds of therapists tell us each year that they want Beck certification. Our multi-leveled certification will measure and reward competence. We intend to set rigorous standards for certification and for recertification, effectively raising the bar on the practice of CBT among clinicians everywhere. We're raising the bar by increasing our online training to as many people in as many countries as we can, and we have already begun to make CBT skills training available to paraprofessionals as well. We're raising the bar by creating online communities of individuals who are working towards certification and those who have become certified. We're raising the bar by expanding our training offerings to broader audiences, such as the military, community health systems, and other entities that serve a more non-traditional CBT clientele. And we're raising the bar by establishing an accreditation program for CBT clinical and training organizations worldwide that are staffed by certified clinicians and educators. The decision to offer certification was not made lightly. Our board of directors felt it was a vital part of our mission. And for me, it speaks to my father and his legacy. It's deeply personal for me. We're doing it because we believe the bar needs to be raised and that multitudes more individuals should become certified. We think it's the right thing to do. The Beck Institute is and always has been the standard bearer for CBT. The certification and accreditation effort will strengthen our ability to connect and partner with other CBT-minded individuals and organizations worldwide to ensure the bar is raised for everyone. Certification and accreditation are only one way we will be influencing the field into the future. We plan to help CBT researchers obtain much more funding. We plan to lead the dissemination of CBT in the postgraduate world, as well as training non-professionals worldwide. And we plan to help practitioners adopt the latest advances in evidence-based technological interventions to make CBT universally available, more effective, and less expensive. To follow through with these plans, we've begun a broader fundraising effort, and we need your help. Beck Institute has always been a nonprofit organization supported by a small but loyal group of philanthropists. Just this summer, we launched the Aaron T. Beck Fund to support everything we do. Thank you to those who have already contributed. I hope the rest of you will read the information in your packets about the Beck Fund and ask anyone on our team if you have questions about our fundraising effort or how you might participate. We hope we can count on your support. We also count on your input. You're on the front lines every day and know better than most what the issues are that face us. We would like to ask you to participate in working groups to help drive the conversation about how to raise standards and increase quality. We also invite your criticism about the job that we're doing. No organization, including ours, has all the answers, but together we can forge new pathways, and collectively we can raise the bar. We hope you will join us on that journey beginning today. I would love to leave today's summit with a set of goals that we can announce to the rest of the community that shows how serious we are about identifying key issues and solutions. In closing, let me welcome all of you to Philadelphia on behalf of the staff, the board of directors, and my father. We're thrilled to have you here for our second summit, and we look forward to the conversations we'll have together today. I hope to speak with as many of you as I can here at the summit and on an ongoing basis. Thank you for coming and helping us fulfill our nonprofit mission of improving lives worldwide through excellence in CBT.